My name is Kaleigh Buchanan.
I'm Kaleigh Buchanan, and this is our story.
So we met, it's been what, 14 years ago now? I was working in Bloomington, and she was still in college working in Bloomington as well, and I was roommates with one of her high school classmates, and
Dated for about 3 years, and then got married.
after we first got married, there was some hesitancy on my side for tithing. We were both attending church. We tried a couple different churches back then.
It was kind of like our first test of faith as a married couple. I don't know if we heard a sermon or what the reason was, but I just felt very convicted that we should be tithing with our money.
I remember actually talking to one of my buddies at the gym one morning and be like, 10%, or that's a good chunk of money. Especially when you're already not making much starting out, and you really have to have faith that God is gonna provide and that He is in control.
But God has always been faithful. I just remember early in our marriage, there was a time where we had some bills to pay and we did not have enough money for it. And then we were just counting through some bills that we had right before the bill was due, and the money was there. And God's always been faithful throughout our whole life.
Just not our timing.
Not always the way we want Him to be faithful, or always our timing. In September of 2014, we found out that we were pregnant with our first child, and I was due on the last day of the school year, which was really great because I'm a teacher. And then in October, we found that we had lost the baby. That we had prayed about, and that was one of the first really big trials that we went through as a married couple.
It was actually right after Reese was born. I switched jobs. I was working down in Bloomington, and then I saw a job come closer to home. So I switched jobs, and I remember really praying about should I take this job? I need a sign. I wanted writing in the sand. Something to tell me to take the job or not, and I ended up taking the job, and honestly, I was miserable for the first probably 2 years.
Longer than that.
I don't know. It seemed like forever. I got depressed. This isn't like you. Your personality's changed or something. She was like,
I didn't know. I honestly didn't know if our marriage was going to make it through this time.
She's like, I don't like this version of you. I don't know what's going on. I actually wrote a personal prayer that I said in the bathroom to God at work. And the crazy thing is, I'm at the same job, but God changed my heart.
You prayed for a new job, you prayed to get out of the situation.
Yeah, so nothing has changed besides God changing my heart, and I just think that's amazing. How we can get in our minds, and then God can just take it all away. And so I know a lot of men struggle with depression and a sense of purpose, and that was it for me. I'm like, well, my purpose is my job. I need to be a provider. I need this. I need that, and I wasn't feeling that. Well, God showed me my purpose isn't in a job. It's Jesus. He showed me my purpose when He died. So we don't always get what we want or what at the right time, but we get what we need at the right time, and as long as we know who controls that time and that need, that's the most important thing.